Welcome to Wedgewood. Before we begin our service, we have a few announcements this morning.
Yes, we do. Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Melba. We have a few announcements and upcoming events to share with you all today. Next Sunday, September 14th at Wedgewood, we are going to have a really special talk. Melba, do you want to share a little bit more about this since you're kind of helming
Yes,
it up?
this is a national event. Most churches are doing it the next Sunday, but our schedule didn't work out that way, so we're doing it on the 14th instead of the 21st. But it's a day to focus on climate change and the injustice of what is happening in climate change and the remedies that are being sought and what needs to be done that isn't being done. So I think it'll be a very interesting day, and I will be contacting some of you to help us with that.
Perfect. Thank you. And we have our next monthly meetup. It's right around the corner. We're meeting at Thai House this coming Tuesday, September 9th at 6:30 p.m. We'd love for you to join us. It's going to be down on South Sharon Amity Road. If you have never attended a meetup with us before, we would love for you to come and join us. And we don't want cost to be a barrier. So if it is your first time joining us, let us know that you're coming. You can message one of us privately or send an email. And we would like to treat you to dinner that night so that cost isn't a barrier. But we want to see you out and join us. We want to have you come join us for some good food and great company. So hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. And our social justice book club is back. We just started this past week. We took the summer off, but we are back. So our next meeting is September 18th at 7 p.m. I believe that's a Thursday. Read through page 201. And the link for the book club is in our newsletter. It's also on our social media pages and it's on our website. So join us. You don't have to be a member of Wedgewood, but we'd love for you to come on out and read Braiding Sweetgrass with us. And we have a church business meeting scheduled for Sunday, September 21st. It will be during the announcements. It'll be very, very brief. There will be more information about the business meeting in the newsletter, and I believe we can also put it up on our website as well. Just a couple little things, but yeah, it should be pretty quick. And so we need your vote. We need your voice. So if you are a member of Wedgewood, please make sure to join us on Sunday, September 21st. And for a third year in a row, we have been nominated for Best in the Nest for Queen City and Nerves Annual Awards. We're nominated for a couple of awards, including Best Church, which we won last year. More details are in our Wedgewood Connections newsletter. I'm going to post it on our website as well. I believe it's also been posted on our Facebook page. I'll make sure it's posted on our Instagram. We need your vote and we need your friends' votes. I think you can only vote once, I believe. So get everybody you know to vote. We would really appreciate it. It's great publicity for us.
If you have more than one email, you can vote with each email because there is only one email address.
Yes, thank you. And we are hiring a Zoom technology coordinator. So if you know anybody who is really technology savvy, familiar with social media and Zoom in particular, if you're passionate about using technology to bring people together, we would love to hear from you. Ryan has moved on to other things and we wish him well, but you can send your resume to wedgewoodjobs@gmail.com. You can also visit our website, wedgwoodcharlotte.org/job openings, and learn more about what we have going on. But we would love to hear from you and we would love for you to join the team. Thank you very much.
Our musical centering today is You Raise Me Up, sung by the Ukrainian Children's Choir. Beautiful. And so emotional and meaningful. Before we begin our service, let's just have a moment of quiet meditation. Spirit of life, God of justice, Mother of creation, love of the universe. There are a lot of wounds and scars in this space today that need healing. We are torn, confused, and outraged. May those who are weary find strength, and those who mourn find comfort. May we all have supernatural courage to press on, believing in the promise of peace. Let us not lose hope. May we find solace in your presence here today. May it be so. Welcome to Wedgewood. We are a vibrant, welcoming community. We are proud to know that we are on the land of the Catawba Nation, and we're glad you're here with us today. If you would put your email and contact information in the chat box so that you can receive a newsletter from us and get more information. There is a prayer and meditation later in the service, so if something's heavy on your heart, please also place that in the chat box. And Ashanti will begin our service with the chalice lighting.
This place, the possibility of healing, of repair, of making things right within ourselves, between us and the wider world. We gather around this light of hope as we share this time together. Amen, Ashe, and may it be so.
And now Tom Blanford will lead us in our extravagant welcome.
We are all welcome here. Welcome to a community that works for peace, justice, equality, and the care of Mother Earth.
We
are all
welcome
here.
An extravagant welcome to you because of your gender identification, sexual orientation, ethnicity, economic situation, physical and mental challenges, doubting or believing, being depressed or full of joy.
We are
all
welcome here.
We are a community of curious and creative spiritual seekers, striving to learn from and embody the way of servant leadership.
We
are
all
welcome
here.
We focus on the plundered and the marginalized as we try to address the major issues of our day.
We
are all
welcome
here.
You are invited to share your passion, your inspiration, and your personal story as one of the ways to help heal the world.
We are
all
welcome
here.
Welcome.
And now we come to our time of meditation and prayer. There are a number of things on our concerns list today. First of all, the 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee who was killed on the train in uptown Charlotte. We certainly, just heartbreaking that she escaped violence to come here and then died by violence on one of our trains. We want to remember her, her family, and the entire Ukrainian community and the community of Charlotte as we all grieve. Ashanti's granddaughter has ongoing health problems. We want to remember the families of the children of Annunciation Catholic School that had the school shooting earlier this school year. All women who were abused as children by Jeffrey Epstein, and all people who have been exploited and abused. May they receive justice. Teachers and children who are returning to school all across our nation. The many people who are impacted by ICE raids. The violence all over the world today, the Ukraine, Gaza, the Sudan, and others. May peace come. May the country turn towards peace, sanity, and justice. All right, then let's have a moment of silence. Amen. And now our words of wisdom. Romans 15:13. My prayer for the outside nations is that the Great Spirit who gives you hope will fill you with joy and peace. May there be peace, and may this peace flow through our lives like a river. Romans 15:13, and that is from the First Nations Bible. A poem that was written by a 15-year-old Ukrainian girl on peace. Peace, a precious word when absent from our lives. Peace, so luminous and bright, while everything around us is in war's dark tides. Regardless of who we are, our calm or troubled state, we're all children of the earth who arrived at the same gate to perform in life's grand theater. To practice simple smiles, to witness, to hear the song of birds, to feel at peace a while. All that shines with brightness, all that burns with joy's pure flame. Peace is our most basic wish, and it is something owed that we should not have to claim. And that's Anna, written in 2025.
That's beautiful.
And now I turn the service over to my dear friend, Irina Hamrick. Share with us. Welcome. We are so glad you are back with us again, and just love you and your entire community. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much for inviting me. First of all, thank you for everything what you do for Ukraine, for Ukrainian community. You are not big church, but you have big hearts and you do a lot. Trust me, we value it very much. And thank you for not forgetting us. I mean, not forgetting about war in Ukraine, because apparently a lot of people already forgot that this, I can't even say problem, because it's not a little problem. It's a war, people dying every day. So a lot of people forgot about this. A lot of people don't even want to hear about this anymore, for different reasons. The main reason I can hear is like, I don't want to have anything with news. I don't want to upset myself. I don't want to be involved. I don't know what is going on over there. That's why I cannot take a side. So it's a lot of people have this mentality, and that's why the people who continuously for more than 3 years feel compassionate about the problem and trying to help as much as possible. This is very, very valuable. This is, I can't find enough thank you words for you guys. So Melba was asking me to give like a short presentation on what is going on in Ukraine, about the beginning of the war, about what was beginning of the problem, about beginning of the war, and what Ukraine is going through right now, and what Ukrainian refugees going through right now in the United States. I'll try to be as short as possible. I was doing this presentation yesterday. It's like 4 pages, but I'll try to cut down a lot. So let's start with Okay, do you see it now? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, let's start with independence of Ukraine. So why I just want to give a couple of points about this, because President Putin is talking all the time that Ukraine never existed, that it was created at the beginning of 20th century by Vladimir Lenin, and there is no country like that. So I would like to give you a couple of, like a few proofs that Russia itself, during this 30 years of independence, was doing a lot of, I would say, like a business, political, economical with Ukraine as independent country. So that's why I just want to give you a short history of, for 30 years, Ukraine was a state for Russia. And now they're saying that it never existed. So it used to be Soviet Union, big country, 15 republics, pretty much like 50 states over here in the United States. One of them was Ukraine, one of them was Russia. So this huge state couldn't exist any longer. They ran out of money, they ran out of ideas. So it had to collapse. It had to collapse. And it happened in 1991. When Ukraine decided to separate from Soviet Union, and this is text of Declaration of Independence of Ukraine that was announced by Ukrainian government. I mean, it wasn't Ukraine there yet. It was Republic of Ukraine, Soviet Republic of Ukraine, that was part of Soviet Union. So the government of this Ukrainian Republic announced that Ukraine is leaving Soviet Union, and from the August 24th, 1991, it's becoming an independent country. So this is announcement of government, but it should be approved by people. So it was a referendum done in Ukraine in December of 1991, and result was overwhelming. It was 92% of people who participated in the referendum was voted for independence, to be separated from Soviet Union. So this is a picture of people on the streets of Kyiv, capital of Ukraine, and you see poster over here which is saying Ukraine is leaving the USSR. Okay, so it's a definitely it's a lot of proof that people wanted to be independent country. So Ukraine from the moment, sorry, I'll come back to from the moment of referendum, foreign countries started to accept Ukraine as independent country. And so two first countries that recognized Ukraine's independence was Poland and Canada, and it happened on December 2nd, 1991. But the most of interesting thing that on the same day, little bit later, Russia itself recognized independence of Ukraine. Even United States recognized it on December 25th, but Russia did it the same day with Poland and Canada. So they recognized it themselves. So the same month, on December 8th, the representatives of three republics, Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus, they met at the Belarusian place, Belarus Forest, and they signed an agreement of creating new organization, new unity, I would say, that had name of a Commonwealth of Independent States. So this, it was huge, it was big. So these three, the biggest and most influential republics in former Soviet Union recognized independence of each other with respect to the current borders and being independent in economical ways. And also they signed this agreement saying that they are going to interact with each other in different ways. Okay, so then this is the key points of the Belavesh Accord. Do you see it?
Yes.
So the main idea was the end of the existence of the USSR with the setting up of the lawfully constituted democratic independent states, the establishment of the territory, the right to self-determination, along with norms related to human and people rights. Parties guaranteed to their citizens, regardless of nationality or other differences, equal rights and freedoms. So I mean, like, my point is that everyone and Russia recognized Ukraine as separate country and the state that can decide their future itself. So the next memorandum Russia signed with Ukraine was very famous Budapest Memorandum, which was unfortunate for Ukraine. You see three presidents over here, President of Russia, Boris Yeltsin, President of Ukraine, Kravchuk, and President of United States, Bill Clinton. So idea was Ukraine then was third in terms of amount of nuclear weapons that was on territory of Ukraine. So the world, after Soviet Union collapsed, the world became very concerned about how nuclear weapons will be handled in each country now. So in Ukraine was very poor, and it was very expensive for Ukraine to take care of the nuclear weapons then. So United States and Great Britain started to talk to Russia, Ukraine, to Kazakhstan also, because Kazakhstan had nuclear weapons as well. So to Belarus, talking about what to do with these nuclear weapons to make sure that it will not end up in the hands of dishonest people and will not make more trouble in the world. So, and Ukraine voluntarily, actually, after talking a lot and calculating of what is going to happen, decided to give all nuclear weapons they had that time to Russia. So it was 1994, and it wasn't just to give up on nuclear weapons. They gave up on nuclear weapons in return of promise to be defended by Russia and the United States if somebody will start war against them. So this is what is Budapest Memorandum of 1994. So and then now we know now what happened. I mean, nobody followed this this agreement, unfortunately. I mean, I hate to say that, but it's like every country that has nuclear weapons now never give up on it, because this is your assurance that nobody will touch you. Because Ukraine was kind of naive, thinking that Russia will continue to defend Ukraine if something will happen to them. So it was this memorandum. So Ukraine's disarmament, security assurance, commitment to non-use of force, and to add Ukraine to the nuclear non-proliferatory treaty. So, and even later in 1997, Russia signed another agreement with Ukraine, which had named Big Treaty. It in accord with provisions of the UN Charter and the obligations of the final act of security and cooperation in Europe, the high contracting parties shall respect each other's territorial integrity and reaffirm the inviolability of the borders existing between them. It's 1997. So my point is that Russia, all these years, I mean, at least long time, was talking to Ukraine, was doing different agreements with Ukraine, was continuing to work with Ukraine as country, as state. So when they are saying that Ukraine never existed, to whom they signed all these agreements, whom they were trying to agree with all these years. So this is absolutely insane, ridiculous statement from Putin. So this is picture from picture of 2013. So all big problems started in that year. So in 2013, Ukraine had president that was pretty much Russian puppet. And he was doing whatever Russia was telling him to do. In 2013, Ukraine wanted to join the European Union in certain economical ways. And it didn't happen. But what happened instead, it was the Revolution of Dignity. So on November 21st, 2013, the first protesters for pro-European path began in Kyiv after the government announced that Ukraine would not sign an association agreement with the European Union, but instead continue active dialogue with Russian Federation. So that day, 1,500 students came to the main square of Kyiv, and they started to protest that has now a name in history, Maidan. This protest was continuous for 3 months, and starting being peaceful, became pretty much like a small civil war that continued for 3 months. So this is the same place, it's Maidan, and you see these people, you see that they are in uniform. So this is members of the certain unit that was protecting the government. It had name Berkut, and when Berkut started to hit people and to use like some weapons from the beginning, that wasn't shooting, but it was very violent. They were trying violently to suppress the protests. So this is when protesters started to answer with Molotov cocktails, with a lot of resistance, because they wanted government to change their mind and to be with people, not with Russia, who decides for Ukraine. You can see how many people was pretty much sleeping on that square and at the Maidan these days for 3 months. Everyone wanted the government to be with people, and government didn't give up. So that's why they Ukrainian people pretty much removed the president Yanukovych, and Yanukovych had to literally run from Kyiv, because people were coming closer and closer to the government building, and it didn't look good to him at all. So these are more pictures from these days. And what happened next? It was 2013, but protests moved to 2014. And if you remember, 2014, it was a year of Olympic Games in Sochi. How Putin reacted on the protests in Kyiv? He was keeping calm during the Olympic Games. He didn't want world society to see what he is going to do next. But right after the Olympic Games, he moved the Russian army into Crimea Peninsula. So this is a picture of Russian soldier, and you see a lot of big trucks over there full of Russian soldiers. This is Crimea in 2014, when Russian army entered the peninsula, and for years it was kind of hidden, saying that nobody really did any that Russian soldiers didn't annex the Crimea Peninsula, that it was wish of people who lives in Crimea Peninsula. They wanted to be with Russia. And they did organize a referendum over there. But how you're going to vote if somebody is standing beside you with the gun? So people kind of like majority voted for being with Russia. But here is a very interesting picture of 2014. So this is Russian lady who lives in Crimea Peninsula. She, see, it's like protest. This is rallies. It has a lot of people. And what is written on this poster is, Putin, I'm Russian. But please don't save me. Take your army out of the Crimean Peninsula. So in 2014, it was that situation that some people wanted to be with Russia, but it was a lot of people, even Russian, not Ukrainian. She's saying, "I am Russian, and I don't want to be with Russia. I want to be with Ukraine." But nobody listened, of course, and annexation happened. And so Russia annexed the Crimea Peninsula. A lot of people asking why it was so, like, Ukraine didn't resist then, but Ukraine wasn't ready. Ukraine didn't even have army, a good army to resist. It was like a few regiments on the territory of Crimea Peninsula, and this is it. And Russia moved huge, very powerful army over there. It was, yes, it was non-violent because it was nobody pretty much on Ukrainian territory who could resist Russia then. So this is the picture that I just would like to tell you what everyone could predict what will happen next, because this is Ukraine, this is Russia, and this is Crimea Peninsula. As you can see, the closest connection without Ukraine to Russia, it's over here. So there is, so Russia is annexing Crimea Peninsula. It's Russian now, but now they have to supply Crimea somehow with food, with water, with a lot of things. And the only way for them now is just to build a bridge between peninsula and the big land. And this is what they did, but it's not enough. And everyone started to say they will go further because they need that piece of land to be connected to Crimea Peninsula by land, not by the sea. Okay, so, and this is what happened next. Russians started war in Donbas region. This is Donbas. It goes a little bit further, but this Lugansk, Donetsk, this is Donbas region. So on this picture, you see Russian tanks that was started to annex Donbas territories in 2014. And this is when Ukraine said, stop. Doesn't matter how many people we have in our army right now, we cannot give up our territory any longer, so we are going to resist. And this is when war started, 2014. And the war became, this first 2 years of this war, 2014, 2015, was absolutely horrific for the people of this region. Let me see if I have numbers, but within 8 years of the conflict, starting from 2014 till 2022, it's about 15,000 people died, including civilians and soldiers. So you see church completely destroyed in that region. This is very famous pictures of the Donetsk airport, which was a piece of art before Russia started this war in Donbas region. But you can see airplanes, you can see destroyed facilities. Here is how that airport looked before and how it was in 2015 already, after Ukraine was trying to resist and to hold it because it was Ukrainian territory, and Russia was bombing and trying to capture it. So here is another map that shows you what Donbas is actually. So this whole piece, which is Donetsk region, Lugansk region, this is Donbas. And so by 2022, this is how it looks. It was 1/3 of the Donbas region was already annexed by Russia. And during 8 years of the war that started in 2014, Russia always was rejecting this information that they started war in Donbas region. They were always saying, no, it's a local guys. They just want to be with Russia. They want to be like Crimea did. They want to, they decided to resist Ukrainian army because they want to be with Russia. And it was 100% lie. Why? Because you can see the tanks, right? What local group of separatists can afford such equipment? This is impossible. It was supplied by Russia. So all equipment, all weapons, all military vehicles, everything was supplied by Russia. But during the 8 years of this war in Donbas region, Russia was denying involvement and saying such ridiculous things. Like, for example, if somebody was saying, but tanks, what you can say tanks, and they're saying, so what? People just put money together and bought it in our store, in Russian military store. It's unheard how much money people need to put together to buy a tank. And who is going to sell just to people who are coming to the military store in Russia tank, and not one? So it was all lie. But from 2022, Putin doesn't even concern to lie anymore. He's saying, yes, we did enter Ukraine and Donbas region in 2015. Yes, it was our army over there. Yes, we supported separatists and we were actively fighting with Ukrainian army. It was our Russian army over there. Now he doesn't even hide it anymore. So this conflict in Donbas region was very active in 2014 and 2015, and then became, like a kind of like a frozen kind of war. People were still dying, but by 2022, it's information. It's not like information coming from Ukraine. This is information coming from administration of these two regions, Donetsk, DNR and LNR, Donetsk and Lugansk regions. They were saying that last 2 years, 2021 and 2022, 8 people was killed. Total of 8 people was killed by exchange of shelling by Russian and Ukrainian army. So within 2 years, 8 people. So one more, when Putin is saying that one more reason why they started full-scale war in 2022, it's to save people of the Donbas region. So, and now we can see how much good they did for the Donbas region now. I mean, they are destroying cities to the ground. This is how they save people who lives in that region. So 8 people accidentally was killed within 2 years, and now thousands are dying every week over there. So now we are moving to 2022. Just a second, I just want to move to another folder. So do you see me? Do you see the picture? Or I should
And we
refresh
see
it.
the folder again that says war in the Ukraine.
Okay.
If you want
just
to
a sec.
share the specific picture,
Okay. Mhm.
it's tricky.
Okay, do you see it now?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. So February 24, 2022, Russia started full-scale war with Ukraine. So I hate when people are saying special operation. This is the term Putin started about this war, that he started special military operation. I mean, when people are dying, when cities are destroyed, this is not operation. This is a full-scale war. And this picture, some people thinking now that if Ukraine would give up within a couple of days, probably nothing really bad will happen. Will be, pretty much like Belarus right now. Just continue to work with Russia to be alive, Russia or something like that. People wouldn't die. But my point is that on February 24th, Putin didn't give any other choice to Ukrainians, because this is morning of February 24th, 2022. They started to bomb Ukrainian city early morning. So it wasn't like, come on, guys, let's do referendum, come to us, we will be friendly again, we will live in peace all together. They started to bomb the cities. Okay, so this is city, Mykolaiv city. So this is, I forgot which one, but it's a different city. It's Borodyanka. It's not far from Kyiv. So it's, I'm just saying that they started to bomb whole territory of Ukraine. Okay, because the previous picture was from Mykolaiv. This is a city on Black Sea. Borodyanka, it's a very close small town beside the capital of Ukraine. So this is a very famous picture from, I think it is Kharkiv. Kharkiv is like 60 kilometers from Russian border. This city heavily bombed from day one, every single day within 3.5 years, every single day. But this picture is February 25th. So it's first days of the war. So this is Kyiv, February 25th. This is Kharkiv again. It's a building of university in Kharkiv. Same, I'm just giving you pictures of the end of February, beginning of March. This is Zhytomyr. Also, it's end of February of 2022. So this is beginning, and this is how Russian peace is coming to Ukraine. So Ukraine didn't have any other choice. Ukraine just had to resist, and because it's not about making peace with Ukraine, it's about destroying Ukraine. So then I will show you pictures that probably everyone in the world already knows. This is Mariupol, very famous, unfortunately, with the tragedy that happened in Mariupol, very famous city now. I don't know if you've seen movie 20 Days in Mariupol. I highly recommend you to see this documentary. So it's one of the episodes from this movie. So in March, Russia bombed the hospital for pregnant women. And you can see one of these pregnant women that the guys are trying to save. I am telling you that she wasn't saved, and her child also wasn't safe. So this is Mariupol again. Also very famous picture of the theater in the Mariupol. What is written over here? Children. Why? Because it was more than it was about 1,500 people hiding in this building because they had pretty good shelter under the floor, bomb shelter, and also because it was old building with a good sturdy walls. So people were hiding over there, and because it was a lot of people over there. So the adults wrote children over here to make sure that military airplane will see it and will not bomb that facility, saying them that it's all only civilians over there and children over there. And what happened? You can see the roof. 4-ton bomb was dropped directly on that building. So it's March of 2022. This is how Russian peace is coming to Ukraine. So, and these are the pictures of another small town beside Kyiv, Bucha. It's also very famous place right now because everyone knows about what Russian army did in Bucha. They were killing people right and left just because they were on the streets. Because they were riding the bicycles, they were coming to the places to get food. So whatever these Russian soldiers wanted to do, they did. So they took these guys, who knows who these guys are, they tied their hands and just killed them. I don't know, it looks like a backyard of some kind of store. This is Bucha. This is end of February. It's a small city not far from Kyiv. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful before the war. Look at what they did with Bucha then. So, and this is just a series of pictures I want to show you how Ukrainian cities look now after Russia is trying to capture city after city. So it looks pretty much like ashtrays. And some of them just level to the ground now. What they want to prove to the world, what they want, I just don't understand. It's a lot of people are already asking, what is the reason? I mean, just to get what pile of bricks after it will be captured, if it will be captured, hopefully not. So this is Bakhmut. This is a graveyard, which is Ukraine, unfortunately, full of these graveyards now. So many people killed and died. These are just random pictures of the people, of the civilians, old people got under the shelling and now waiting in the emergency room for appointment. The woman is looking at the house that was destroyed with her child. This is another city. I don't even know which one. I was just like Toretsk or whatever. It's hundreds of these small and big cities in Ukraine that look like this right now. This is the mother who came to the graveyard to say, to visit her daughter who was in the military in Ukrainian army. This is another crime that Russia committed to the place Nova Kakhovka that had hydroelectric station over there. They blew up the station. Water came down to the valley and flooded a few villages over there. Look at these houses. People drowned over there because they couldn't get out of the houses because water came so quickly. These are the pictures of that region. This is another crime. So Russia bombed, sent missile directly to the children's hospital in Kyiv, the hospital that treats children with cancer. So it's one of the biggest hospitals in Europe. And so these poor kids, I remember it was a summertime, had to get their treatment outside of the hospital. So this is another picture. So the mother with the son at their apartment after a bombing. So another city that is ruined, another city that is ruined. The woman is trying to save her head, and this is her house. So it just picture after picture, I'm showing it to you that this is 3.5 years every day in different cities of Ukraine. This is what is happening over there. So this is what happened last night. I mean, I'm still waiting on answer from some of my friends. When I realized what is going on in Kyiv, in Zaporizhia, and Odessa right now, I started to send messages to my friends and saying, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And so 2 of them didn't answer yet. Hopefully they're fine. And my relatives from Odessa didn't answer yet. So this is Kyiv last night. This is Zaporizhia last night. Zaporizhia last night. Kyiv. Kyiv. This is insane picture because this is the government building in Kyiv. And this part of Kyiv was protected very well, actually. It has pretty good system of air defense. And Russia somehow broke it last night and got into the government building in Kyiv. So it's not good news because it looks like they're getting more creative to break the air defense system in Ukraine. So this is Kyiv again last night. This is Odessa last night, and this is picture of the botanical garden that was destroyed last night in Odessa. This is Zaporizhia last night. So while we are talking, while we are talking, this is what is happening in Ukraine right now. And of course, Victoria, is Irina still with you? Because I want to show, pictures of children, and I don't want her to be, upset.
I have pictures from our house. We live in Irpin. We're from in Irpin, and I have pictures. 1 second.
No, I just didn't want Irina to see the pictures which I want to show.
Irina, listen.
Do you see this picture, new picture, or you still see old?
Zaporizhia.
We see the picture of the black like building that was charred.
Zaporizhia region. I show Irina every time picture from Ukraine when in Ukraine Russia missing and rockets and bomb, because we have family in Ukraine, mom, dad, sister. This Zaporizhia region, Irina.
Yeah, I see that. I'm trying to get to the new folder.
But I think that you've convinced us that the atrocities are real
yes, it's probably more than enough
and
information.
unjustified.
Yeah, I just would like to give you a little bit of statistics. Okay. And when people get information from the newspapers, it's one thing, but I translated my.
Let me just say that while at one of the rallies, we got to meet some of the Ukrainian soldiers that had come here for health care, for medical care. All of them had lost arms, legs. their bodies were just ripped apart. And we were able to talk to them. They spoke to us, and they were here for us to help them to get artificial limbs. It was really heartbreaking. They were young men, very young men. And when you see all of this, the atrocities, nobody should live like this. What questions would you like to ask anyone?
I just would like to add a little bit. I'm sorry, I probably am taking too much of your time,
No, that's
but
fine.
you know, the crimes that Russia commits against Ukraine, they are so, I mean, like, I shouldn't use this word, but they're so creative. Like, for example, they started to kidnap Ukrainian children and to take them to their territory. So it's 30,000 children was taken from Ukrainian territory and brought to Russia within these years. So, and relatives in Ukraine are looking for them and they cannot get them back. So why Russia is doing it? Because they have problems with the population at this moment, because they send their own people to war. According to statistics, it's about 1 million Russian soldiers already killed at this war, but they don't care about Ukrainian people and they don't care about their own people, I mean, Putin's government. And this is one of the way for them to raise population, just pretty much kidnap Ukrainian children and bring them to Russia and to raise them into hate to Ukraine now. And this is also another kind of crime. I mean, the numbers are absolutely horrific. So it's about Ukrainian casualties. It's about 400,000 killed soldiers. On the Russian side, it's 1 million killed soldiers already. So they should take care of their own people at least, but they don't. Civilian casualties are 13,883 killed on Ukrainians. 726 children killed as of June of 2025, and 2,234 have been injured, and 30,000 kidnapped. I mean, this is hard to process, all these numbers. And the main problem, I don't know if anybody in your church supporters of Trump, but the politics that our current government is doing towards Ukraine is not is very depressing. I mean, it's very confusing. It's my friends from Ukraine are just very much depressed because especially after a meeting in Alaska, when the red carpet was put in front of this criminal and clapping towards him and all the hugs and everything. I don't know if Trump understands, but he put him back to the society. Before nobody wanted to deal with Putin, and now this summit in China, when everyone handshakes, he shakes his hand and gives him hug and everything. He is back. I mean, like
Yes.
the criminal who kills every day hundreds of people, destroys hundreds of cities. He is back respectfully, which is absolutely unbelievable.
Think back to just a few weeks ago when our president rolled out the red carpet for this man. Think of these pictures and what he had done. And he actually rolled out a red carpet for him and acted as if he was very excited to have him on American soil. We have got to support Ukraine. I wrote down a few call to actions, and maybe you can think of others. Attend events. The events are amazing. I've been asked to speak at 2 events, and it was such an honor to represent Wedgewood, and the people there are so kind and so passionate. Try to attend some of these events. There is a little cafe, crepe bistro in Galleria. I know that Thomas has been there, and we have been there. The crepes are delicious. It's a Ukrainian down in the Galleria shopping area. And Irina sent me a list of other Ukrainian businesses. Let's try to patronize them as much as we can. Share information, and maybe Irina will get the names to me of some humanitarian and military groups that she knows are trustworthy that we could each donate to. Any other calls to action that you can think of on this?
I would like also, I know that Melba knows, but I don't know if any um, other members of your church knows about our organization. I am a member of Charlotte for Ukraine,
Yes.
and we started this organization exactly when war started. And from beginning, our goal was mainly to help Ukrainian refugees here in United States. But then we realized that need of help in Ukraine is also very, very important. And we started to do different fundraisers and different events, trying to collect money and to support different organizations in Ukraine. You can see all our work online. We have Charlotte for Ukraine website, and all our projects are covered over there.
Thank you.
Last 2 years, we are in very close contact with Chernobyl Hospital, which is part of the Chernobyl University. We send them medication from here, from United States. Also, this hospital is doing very sophisticated kind of operations on eyes, trying to restore vision to the people who lost their eyesight due to shelling. And we already send them these special devices that we buy here in United States, Baron devices for transplant work. So we sent it already 2 times, and we are collecting money for a 3rd time. We didn't receive request from them yet, but I mean it's coming, because unfortunately there is a need and will be need in this. The last time we contacted them, we just sent them a few packages, boxes of diapers, and they appreciate it very much. Also, so whatever they are asking, whatever we can cover, we are trying to help everyone. We are
Yes.
non-profit organizations, that's why we cannot donate on military needs, but we can donate for warm clothes, for example, for even if we trying to support military units, we can support it in way of EcoFlow charger batteries, because they need also to recharge their telephones, their radio devices, and everything like that. So there is a certain items that we still can cover by donations, our
Yes.
donations. So if you would like to help, I mean, you can go to our website to check our projects, to see what we do.
I'll share
And
that with everyone.
yes. It's very easy, just type Charlotte for Ukraine. We are on Facebook, and we also, if you will just in Google type Charlotte for
Thank
Ukraine,
you.
you'll get there. Yeah, yeah, it's quite a few organizations here in Charlotte right now, trying to help Ukraine. We should do whatever we can. I mean, like, if our government kind of like trying to distance themselves from this war, unfortunately, it's on us. We have to do it. We must do it.
Thank you. We'll be looking into that, and I'll stay in touch with you to get more more information on how we can help. And now Victoria and Irina will start bringing us to a close with a song, and let me share with you what the words of this song are. How much more cold will come? What will happen? How many more of those windows will break? how many more of us will get injured or die in the spring of our youth? How many more of those icons will be displayed? My answer is woven in the wrinkles of my forehead. It's embroidered in the memory of my mother's tears.
І ще холоду збудеться, станеться, скільки ще виб'ється тих віков. Скільки нас молоду об весну пораниться, скільки ще виставлять тих віков. Моя відповідь виткана зморшками на чолі, вартими тисячі слів. Вона вишита в пам'яті білими мальвами, кована із сліз матерів. Скільки раз до світа розпіває горлиця, скільки нам випаде теплих днів. Скільки в нас ясенів від свинцю поколиться, скільки ще вирветься тих дубів. Моя відповідь виткана зморшками на чолі, вартими тисячі слів. Вона вишита в пам'яті білими мальвами, кована із сліз матерів. Скільки з нас полетить мріями до заходу, хто із нас вирушить знов на схід. Скільки раз зацвіте яблуня під хатою, поки ми перейдем зиму прийняти. Моя відповідь виткана зморшками на чолі, вартими тисячі слів. Вона вишита в пам'яті білими мальвами, кована із сліз матерів. Вона вишита в пам'яті білими мальвами, кована із сліз матерів. Кована із сліз матерів.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Дякую. Thank you so much. Arina sing a song for this world famous, very famous poet from Ukraine, Taras Shevchenko, and name song Думи, like think. Думи, мої думи, Квіти мої, діти мої. Чи заплаче серце одно на світі усі, як і я з вами? Думи, думи, мої думи, лихо мені з вами. Що вас вітер не розвіяв, думи, думи, мої думи, лихо мені з вами. Моя Україно, привітай жененько ти, свою ти дитину, думи мої, думи мої, думи мої, думи мої. Дякую, thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so very
Thank
much.
you, Irina.
Thank you. That was wonderful, both of you. Thank you. We like to try to end
Thank you so
on
much.
a good note, so we need some gratitudes and blessings today. I know that Thomas said he had one. Hanson, so share the things that you are thankful for today. Thomas, you said you had one.
Yeah, my daughter Sarah got a new job,
Yay!
and she's been trying to get a new job for probably 2 years.
That is wonderful news. Anybody else, some celebrations and blessings to share? Just being here in the environment we are in, when you hear about people around the world and what they are enduring, we have a lot to be thankful for. I know our country is in terrible trouble, but when you compare it to what people in the Ukraine are living through, we are blessed. And we have to fight. We can't just sit idly by. Fight for ourselves and fight for our siblings around the world. Any other blessings to share today?
I want to say thank you. Thank you for you being you guys.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much. Thank you for your
Yes.
support and help Ukraine and Ukrainian people and our family. Thank you so much.
Oh, it is our pleasure, and anytime, please reach out to us. We will help as much as we can with time, finances, donations. Just tell us what we can do to help, because we are here. We are here to help. And showing up for their events, again, that shows them that you are standing with them. So that's an important piece too.
yeah, I am thankful that I know people from Wedgewood church, and that you are here, that you have such a big hearts. I am thankful that there are people in this world, in this country like you. Thank you very much for everything.
Thank you.
And we would love for them to come out on this Tuesday to have some dinner with us too.
Come and
Yes,
join us for
join us.
dinner.
Kind of difficult for me. I'm working a little
Oh,
late.
okay.
Yeah.
It's our treat. We'd love to buy dinner for you. So please join us any month for our meetup. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, anytime.
Thank you for the invitation. Yeah, thank you very much.
Our closing is another poem written by Melania, who is 8 years old, from Kyiv. When the war comes to an end is the title. When the war comes to an end, together we'll return to school. The doors will open wide for us as if we were never at war at all. We've missed our desk and our classrooms, the nervous moments at the board, the lovely views through window panes when our minds briefly wandered off. We'll see all our friends all gathered round, and our dear teacher best of all, with joyful hugs for everyone. She kept school safe through it all. We wish to learn within these walls in autumn chill or springtime sun. We'll gather in a circle all when finally the war is done. May it be so. May peace come soon to Ukraine. And though our siblings in Ukraine are half a world away, we seek to be as near to them in spirit as we can. May they today feel our love and our presence. Guide us all in ways to bring peace to the world. Amen.
Amen. Ashe. We extinguish this flame, but we keep the light in our hearts with the message of love and justice, and taking it outside of these walls into which we live in until we see each other again. Amen. Ashe. And may it be so. Now go in peace.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a blessed week.